Good afternoon. Good evening. Lower down the air con here. Dave here. Coming up with another daily vlog. I made one this morning, but it's kind of dark. It's very, very, very early in the morning. I'll be with you after this intro. Good afternoon, people of YouTube. Dave here. Slowly back away here. I was at the car wash. It's not only when I got on the truck 118 degrees, but my poor little truck was burning to death. So I figured that I'd bring it over to the car wash and let it cool down. At the same time, give it a nice little cleanup. So anyways, today I'm taking an examination, a medical exam. I've been absent from work for a couple of days, for a couple of weeks actually. They suspect that I might have COVID-19. I didn't show any symptoms, but they said it was better to just play it safe and just stay home. Okay, no big deal. The only downside about staying at home is that you get bored to death big time. I pretty much practically saw almost all of Netflix shows, all of Amazon Prime shows. And I was going to start on watching YouTube shows, but I figured this is way too much. 14 days to sit at home. Now, mind you, for the first 3 or 4 days, I was sick. I was under the weather, but I had no symptoms of a COVID-19 virus. I have a slight cough. I didn't even have any fever or any chills. I had a slight cough that pretty much went away as soon as I took some cough drops. That pretty much went away. What gets you sick, because you're out there trying to incubate yourself and keep yourself away from others, is that what gets you sick is the fact that you're inside your own room, incubated away from everybody else, because the fact that you got sick indicates that you might have COVID-19. Now, I didn't have COVID-19, or I don't think I do. I stayed home. I complied by the rules that were placed by the Centers of Disease Control, by the governor's office, by the county judge's office. I complied and stayed home, away from work. Believe me, it wasn't no vacation, as I am not the lazy type of person who would just want to take advantage of this situation and stay home and get paid to just watch TV. I like being at work. I love working. I would think that a person without any work is useless. You're just a waste of matter in this world if you don't like working. I've completed 11 days, pretty much, and I felt good. I feel good. I haven't gotten sick. Pretty much, I mean, The only thing that would get me sick is that I either start thinking that I'm gonna get sick, or that I sit in that room isolated from everybody else after nothing's going on anymore. I'm fine. I got no indications of it. So, in order to infect other people, but at the same time, I need to get out. I need to get out. And sitting at home gets you sick by itself. Yeah, you don't even have to get sick. You just need to stay home in your room. Is enough to get you sick. Continue to. So what I would do, I'd wake up very early in the morning when there's nobody outside, and just go outside and walk around, knowing that there's nobody outside. Just go out there, walk around, get some fresh air. That gets you not being sick, because you're already over this already. You're not sick. You've got no indications of anything, of any type of disease or virus. But if you continue to sit in that room of your bedroom, you're gonna get sick. You're gonna continue to get sick. Matter of fact, people will probably even end up dying in their own home because they seem to have the assumption that they can't go out. Well, lo and behold, I got a 4 o'clock appointment at the doctor's office, and they're going to do another COVID-19. They're going to do a COVID-19 test because I never actually tested the first time. The only reason I was quarantined was because I had gotten sick, and family members of the family got COVID-19, and since we live in the same house, they figure I got sick also, even though I live upstairs. But what I had in the beginning was just a cough. It wasn't even a bronchial cough. It was just an ordinary cough. It pretty much went away with some cough drops that I bought. After that, I pretty much felt good. I was fine. So I never got tested. I never actually got tested. So I wasn't actually breaking any laws. Usually, people that test and come out positive, they're obligated. They're obligated to stay in their homes because of COVID-19. Well, I never actually got tested. So I wasn't actually breaking any laws. Because in the first place, one, as a human being, you don't have a right to get sick. And if you get sick, immediately they'll jump into the conclusion that you have COVID-19. So nobody has the right to have a cough, because immediately they'll jump into the conclusion that, oh, you have COVID-19, you have a cough. There's got to be all these elements to fit. I have to have several indicators that will show that I have COVID-19. And the only thing I had was a cough, which would mean that if the President of the United States had a cough, that means that he had COVID-19? Well, the fact is that I'm hoping I'll come out negative. First of all, I'm going to have to fork over $75 to do a test that I'm hoping I'll come out negative, because it's affecting my job. Okay, I've been out 14 days paid medical leave. Now, I don't like to put a burden on my employers, You know, they're very, very nice people. They've treated me well. I don't want to take advantage. If I was a lazy ass, if I was one of those people who doesn't like working and just wants to draw a paycheck, then yeah, you know what? I'm hoping I'll test positive and I'll get another 14 days of free medical leave. You know, pretty much a vacation at home. I don't do that. I'm not that type of person. I love my work. I love what I do. My employers are very, very nice people. They've always been nice to me. They've never been unreasonable to me. There's no reason for me to defraud them by taking advantage of this paid medical leave. So I want to come back. The faster I come back to work, the better I am. So, anyways, I'm going to end this because this video is coming out a little bit too long, and it's a 5.3K camera, which means that it takes a lot of memory. It's going to take a little bit of working on it to do the editing because it's fallen down twice while driving. It's not completely secure in my truck. But I'm going to wish you all, I'm going to ask you all to pray for me. At 4 o'clock, I got that appointment. Hopefully, I'll come out negative. And with that, I get proof that I'll have a negative result, and I may come back to work. You know, I like my job. So, I miss my job. I prefer to be in my job than be stuck inside that room. So, hopefully everything will come out okay. Y'all pray for me so I come out negative. There's really nothing wrong with me anymore. And I just want to go back to work. Go back to a normal life again. Or try to go back to a normal life at least. We have to admit it. We're never going to have a normal life ever again. It's just one of those things that I wish things were back to normal. A lot of my relatives are sick. They're still sick. So it's like, it's very saddening. This has to happen. We didn't cause any problem to China. Why should China do these things to us? I know a lot of people think that the United States is the most hated country in the world. I have no idea why they hate it so much. But I want to thank you for listening to my video. And you all have a good day. And God bless.